I'm on my way to talk to the owner of an interesting car. I'm on my way to the Newcastle Euro Day to interview Geoff about his Ferrari. Now Newcastle is a little over an hour up the road, so I'll catch up with you then. I'm here talking to Geoff about this Ferrari. Now I would call it a Magnum Ferrari, but no doubt it has a proper name, so what is the name?
308 GTS.
Now, it is famous for being in the TV show Magnum.
It is.
But what possessed you to buy it? Was it on your wall as a teenager? Did somebody drive it, James Bond or somebody?
Well, I've done my apprenticeship with Fiats and Lancias when I was younger. And I said one day my Fiat will grow into a Ferrari, and here it is. And the motor in this is a 3-litre V8, which is basically two Fiat 4-cylinder Fiat twin cams grafted together. So it's a quad cam motor. It's got 4 camshafts, 8 cylinders, and 4 Weber carburetors. So it is a multiple of a couple of the Fiats.
And what, it's running through a 5-speed gearbox?
5-speed gearbox with a gate.
Right. Yep.
Yep. With a dogleg first.
And now these things have what, coilover style suspension? Or?
Yeah, coilover suspension, wishbone. A lot of Formula 1 technology went into the 308s, including the motor. The motor's got what they call a flat blade crank, so the V8 will freely rev to 8,000 revs. And yeah, it's even steering at the geometry in the front. There's actually pipes in the front of the vehicle, very similar to the build of a Formula 1 car.
Has this got power steering?
No power steering.
So is it heavy?
Very heavy,
steering?
Extremely. And on the old 70 profile tyres, it's extremely heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And the brakes are 1970 brakes to match. They're not that flash.
Really?
No.
Yep. Now they're like I've seen some pictures of Ferraris and like they look a bit homemade underneath, like they're like a big frame.
That's exactly right. Big space frame.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, going back in time to an earlier age, what car would you say you've owned that you're embarrassed to say you've owned? Did you ever own a Leyland Marina or a
I must admit, all cars I've owned I've loved and enjoyed, so I've never had a car that I don't like.
Now that's something a lot of people can't say. So in that case, what car is your coolest car you've ever owned?
Probably looking at it.
This one?
This one, I'd say so.
Now, I remember reading a road test on a modern Ferrari, and it shows how our society's changed, because back in the 70s I was a teenager in Coffs Harbour, and one of these things drove through the main street, and me and my mates are just in awe. Now, we did not look at that Ferrari and think, rich bastard. We just looked at it and went, oh.
Yeah.
Yet, I read this road test on a modern Ferrari, and the guy said it was wonderful, but every time he pulled up a set of traffic lights, the people walking across went, at him. Did you get any of that?
No, none of that, no. Most people look and admire.
Well, that's because it is, in the classic, it's not modern.
And a lot of younger people have never seen the older model Ferrari.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So,
had 2 of these Ferraris, and now he's got a 2CV.
G'day, Mr.
And he said he wishes he had a 2CV when he was 20. It's more of a chick magnet than a Ferrari.
Now, Ferrari have a mystique about them, and so do you get a lot of people looking at.
That's true.
Oh yes, yeah, all the time, all the time.
You're not going to get away with saying that wasn't me on Saturday night somewhere you shouldn't have been.
No, it's funny. I took it up the vineyards once for dinner, and rather than park in the car park, I parked it on the lawn near the restaurant so I could keep an eye on it. And we didn't have any Ferrari paraphernalia on. We sat down to have lunch. You'd see the people in the restaurant looking around, trying to eye off in the restaurant who owned the red Ferrari on the front lawn, and nobody picked me.
Well, now it's left-hand drive. How do you cope with driving on the left side?
Yeah, I'm right-handed, so it's quite easy actually. Changing gears of the right hand is a lot easier than changing gears of the left hand. So
Really?
It's, just you got to watch the potholes on the far left-hand side of the road, and when you have a passenger in the right-hand seat, I get a bit worried when you drift over the centre line.
Yeah.
But otherwise, left-hand drive doesn't worry me. No, it's fine.
Yeah. Now, it is old in terms of age.
Yep.
So therefore the technology is old. So, but does it still, when you drive it, have that feel of something special, or is it, in comparison, you might drive a Hyundai or something, it's not as good as that?
No, the sound of this car and the V8 motor behind your head, when you sit low in the seat and you look down the sloping guard, and it revs, the V8 will rev to 8,000 revs, it just feels like you're steering an early Formula One car, 1970s Formula One car. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Is this like an MGB where you're sitting on the floor and your feet are out?
No, it's more Italian.
Yeah.
Short legs, long arms. Yeah.
Now, going back in your car history, what was your first car?
Triumph 2000, Mark 1 Triumph 2000.
Oh, really? Triumph. Okay, yeah.
I know you like
that must
them.
have kicked off a long ownership of Triumphs then.
It did kick off a lot. They were bucket seats. The old man had a Holden with a bench seat.
Yeah.
It had disc brakes. The old man's car had drum brakes. It was very luxurious inside. It was a floor shift, not on the column shift, which I learnt to drive on. So I thought a Mark 1 Triumph back then was a very good car and ahead of its time.
Yep. It did feel that way. My old man had a Ford Zephyr and it was column change with disc brakes on the front. I learned to drive on a column change. That was a dark period of motoring in the industry. Like we're in at the moment with front-wheel drive cars. Anyway. Okay, you had a few Triumphs, so you had a 2500 that you rallied.
Yes.
So let's talk about the Round Australia rally in that car.
Yep.
So, what year was that?
1995.
95 around Australia? And you
yeah.
got all the way around?
Made it all the way around, received the finisher's medal. 23,000 in 3 weeks. That was very, very hard work with not a lot of sleep.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. They wouldn't do that today. They'd call it health and safety.
Every second night you had to sleep in the car, unless you're Peter Brock, you got a motel every night.
Yeah.
But you slept in the car, probably 4 or 5 hours sleep, then hit the road again and off you go again. I remember driving for 6 or 7 hours out the back of Western Australia one night and pull up at a control at 5 o'clock in the morning. They said, right, you've got a 58k competitive now, drop the flag and off you go.
Yeah.
Certainly tested you.
Yep. Yeah, my goodness. So during that event, what mechanical mayhem? Did it hold up?
Oh, we had lots of mechanical mayhem. The biggest one was, I think it was in Darwin, the starter motor went on the car and had extractors on it. I had to actually cut the extractors with an oxy torch to get the starter motor out. And it was kaput, so I had to get another starter motor flowing up from Newcastle. So we drove Darwin to Mount Isa without a starter motor, basically. There was no starter motor in the hole, just a hole under the flywheel. And then when we got to Mount Isa, we had to fit the starter motor flowing up from Newcastle, and then get someone to weld the extractors back up and then continue on our way.
Right.
West of Townsville, one of the rear main supports for the rear control arm broke, and we called into a cane farmer, and he actually oxy welded it back up for us and back on the road again.
Yeah.
So just minor problems.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to expect problems in an event like that.
That's right.
Yeah. And fast forwarding to now, you still own a couple of trials.
I do still own I put a 4.4 Leyland into one, that's the V8.
Is that the P76?
P76, yep.
Yep.
And then also got another couple of Triumphs. One's a bash car that I bought with a bull bar and bucket seats, roll cage, which I just use for everyday rallying. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, getting back to the mighty Ferrari, you probably don't drive it all that much.
Not a lot, no.
Okay. So we don't talk about breakdowns on it?
Never let me down. Never let me down. No. Turn the key, it starts.
Yep.
And it's fine. There. Not a problem.
What more can you say?
I know. Probably best car in the fleet.
Well, there you go. Well, thanks very much for that little chat about this Ferrari.
Not a problem, Jim. Thank you very much.
I'm Quack McMullen. Bye for now.